only had 2 days to bake and decorate 4 dozen sugar cookies, 3 dozen cakesicles, 3 dozen macarons, 2 dozen cupcakes, and 3 cakes. I do not know what I was thinking when I put together my order list for this weekend. Past me clearly hated future me. I wrote out my to-do list and then went to check everything that needed to be done first because it was important, and everything was checked. So if that doesn't tell you how this weekend went, I don't know what to tell you. So to put it simply, I'll usually do like a lot of cakes and a couple cupcake orders, or I'll do like macarons and a couple cakes, but I won't do all of those things in one weekend. Starting with sugar cookies, I went ahead and made all of my dough. I clean in between making the dough and rolling it out so that everything's clean as I go. After mixing all the dough together, I roll it out until it's nice and very smooth. I then rolled out all of my dough in small sections. I punched out all of my cookie shapes. Once I was done, I put all of my cookie trays in the fridge, reset my kitchen, and while the dough was chilling in the fridge before baking, I got started making all of my cupcakes for the weekend. I personally like to do a baker's dozen. That way I have 13 of each flavor. My clients only ask for 1 dozen, but then I have an extra just in case I mess up. Or just to taste for myself, you know? I baked off the first tray of chocolate cupcakes and they came out absolutely perfect. While the cupcakes are still hot, basically fresh out of the oven, I put them in a container and then to the side to cool. I had a very quick pickle break and then I got out my raspberries and rinsed them before mashing them. These were gonna go in my vanilla raspberry cakes. At this point, I have the second tray of cupcakes in the oven and I get started making all of my cake batter for the day. Betty threw up on me. She's been very jealous lately since I've been using Patty again. It's fine. We're getting through that. Second tray of cupcakes came out of the oven and it was absolutely perfect again. I'm very proud of myself. I just love baking, okay? And I love when things go exactly how I need them to go, especially when I'm on a time crunch. While the last tray of 2 vanilla cupcakes was baking in the oven, I needed to get all of my egg whites separated for all of my cake batter. I was doing a double batch of vanilla cake and it was going to be split into 3 flavors. So the first one was just going to be regular vanilla. The second flavor was funfetti / vanilla raspberry, which is really fun. Both of those were 6-inch heart cakes, and then the third cake was just a 2-layer vanilla smash cake. I got all 3 cakes baked. They baked absolutely beautifully, and then I leveled them before wrapping them in saran wrap and putting them in the freezer. At this point in the day, all of my sugar cookie dough is perfectly chilled, so I started baking the first 2 trays. My mom had gone out and gotten me a bow cookie cutter because I didn't have one, so I quickly punched those out and put those in the fridge. Quick shout out to myself for this cleanup hack. I love it so much, I'll never get over it. And then as usual, you guys know the drill. I like to flatten my sugar cookies as they come out of the oven. I realized that I used the wrong circle cookie cutter, so I used my smaller one and punched out the circles. And the cookie scraps that came from it, you guys, oh my gosh, they're so good. They're like cookie fries. It's amazing. Here's an up close look of what flattening your sugar cookies can do for you. It just gives you the perfect surface. This is before and this is after. This way your flood will not run off the sides. All of my sugar cookies were finally baked and to the side, so I snacked out some more cookie scraps and then I made all of my vanilla buttercream. I had to make 4 batches. This is my mock Swiss meringue buttercream. It's so creamy, dreamy, and delicious. This was going to be for all of the macarons I had to make, all of my cake filling, and all of my cake decorating. Look at how amazing this is. It's like a freaking cloud, you guys. I put all of the buttercream in this giant container. Betty and Patty did such a good job whipping this up. Once the buttercream was to the side, I started cleaning Betty and Patty, reset my kitchen. I made some ramen, and that was only the first half of my 19-hour day. Side note, this carbonara ramen, I finally got the recipe down and it was so good. I'm gonna do part 2 for the night shift, so I'll see you for that. Okay, love you, bye!